Hello, my name's Rob Grimm. I'm from Revolution Personal Training Studios. I'm one of the owners and founders of Revolution, and what I'd like to talk about today is exercise and well-being. Obviously, through the time of the lockdown for the whole of the UK and most of the world, a lot of people have been establishing exercise and workout routines. I want to talk about how we can transition that into the workplace. There's going to be a new normal, and how we can bring health, well-being and exercise into the workplace and beyond as well. Well, during this crazy time, during a global health pandemic, loads of people have been taking up the chance to exercise daily. It's even been given a term, my daily exercise. And this has been fantastic to see. Now, not everybody enjoys exercising, but it's like we're collectively understanding that enjoyment is great, but there's loads of benefits to be had from exercising, whether that's mental health, our physical appearance. It's like our intuition has matched up with a recent study I looked at, which was that Strava surveyed 25,000 runners, and they asked them if they enjoyed exercise. Out of those 25,000 people, less than 20% said they actually enjoyed exercising. So again, that's in line with what people are doing, and now is an opportunity to take this forward when we go back to work, whatever that new normal looks like, and employers and employees can work together to make sure these habits and routines we've established are in place and they continue. So there's so many benefits to exercising regularly, whether that's improved mental health, which is so important right now, or physical health, or just our physical appearance, improved sleep patterns, which is so important for us as well. What I've also been really interested to notice lately is how people are connecting in their fitness journeys, whether that's via WhatsApp or whether that's via social media, and encouraging each other all the way through. And then that can also lead on to a sense of achievement and a sense of recognition from our peers and our friends and our social circles. So during lockdown, so many people have established brilliant habits and routines around exercising daily and training and improving their health and fitness. But as lockdown eases and we head back to our places of work and our offices, it's really vital we take this opportunity to carry on the good work that everyone's done and establish these habits and routines as part of our daily working lives also. So what are some of the solutions? Simply, we could look at extending lunch breaks so people can have a walk for longer before or after they eat their lunch. Additionally, we can look at a concept called exercise snacks, which is regularly exercising maybe twice a day, 10 to 15 minutes a time. We get up and away from our chairs and we look at simple squatting, lunging patterns, some rotational movements for our spine so we can really look after our health and well-being. It's vital that employers understand that there are so many productivity benefits to their staff staying fit and well and healthy and exercising more. But it's also really important that the staff understand their responsibility and that they keep themselves as fit and as healthy as possible so they can be more productive for their companies too. So if we look at exercise in and around the workplace, it's really important that we don't think it has to be something which resembles a traditional gym workout. So if we take a concept like NEAT, for example, what that means is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And that's basically the energy we expend when we're not doing a traditional training session or sleeping. So it's all the energy you might use when you're simply walking up the flights of stairs in your workplace. Another way to incorporate this is to get off the bus 2 stops earlier than you normally would. So it's all the ways which we can incorporate extra activity into our day to keep us fitter and healthier and more productive. So alongside exercise, we know that nutrition is an absolutely vital part of our overall health and well-being, but it can get really confusing for people because there's so many different opinions about what we should eat and when we should eat. So a great approach is to think about what is sustainable for the individual. Now we know what sustainable is because it's what you're eating today, and that is the best place to start from. Let me give you a real life example of a customer of mine. He'd previously trained with another company, and his personal trainer had told him that he can't eat carbohydrates with his dinner. So when Steve sat down with his family and they had spaghetti bolognese, he was there with a grilled piece of chicken and some dried broccoli. Now, a much better approach would be that Steve has the same dinner as his family, maybe halves his portion of pasta and increases his vegetable intake. We can bring this sustainable approach into the workplace, and companies can do this really easily, potentially just reducing portion sizes, providing people with calorie counts for their meals to bring awareness to what they're eating every single day, and just making sure there's fresh fruit and vegetables available every single mealtime. Good intentions and big ideas need a plan, and plans require purposeful action. It's really important that companies take this opportunity to demonstrate that they really care about the health and well-being of their staff. On the flip side, it's really important that staff take personal responsibility for their health and their fitness and well-being, because the data is clear and it's unequivocal. People who exercise regularly, people who eat better, are more productive at work, and they're happier in their day-to-day lives as well. Let's take this opportunity from this huge crisis to make the working culture around health, fitness and well-being a better one.